What is going on, you guys? I am back with another vlog. Yes! Today's vlog, we are back at Halloween Horror Nights 2019. While I was there, I visited 3 scare zones and 4 mazes. The Toxic Tunnel, Ghostbusters, Frankenstein meets Wolfman, All Hallows Evil, Creepshow, Holidays in Hell, Christmas in Hell, Spirits and Demons of the East. And like I said, it's 3 scare zones and 5 mazes. There was more, but towards the end of the video, I will explain why I only did those 5 mazes and 3 scare zones. So enjoy. Sorry if the footage is a little dark. I did not realize that my GoPro was very bad on low light. I almost forgot to mention that at Ghostbusters they were doing this secret code thing that every week they put on Twitter a different code for you to give Louis Tooley at the maze. We did that, and this is what they gave me when I got there. Yeah, I thought it was gonna be something different. I thought it was gonna be like, you know, another night or I don't know, something. But he just gave me a business card. Can you believe that?
the blood.
What's up, it?
Then you
What?
believe me.
Lord! I am!
You see the crate?
Shit.
I found another cockroach this evening.
That shit scared you out? Yeah, she scared the fuck out of me.
Torso apparition. A full torso apparition.
We kicked, we saw, we kicked its ass!
Disgusting blob. I'll have to hold myself. Just popped in there.
Alright guys, I don't know if you noticed in this clip, the girl that was walking in front of me got scared of the guy that was to her left. The guy that watches over people walking in the maze. I don't know why she got scared. She might have thought he was like a monster or something, but when I saw this, I started busting up. I could not believe my eyes. Even that guy was like, what the hell?
are cleared for the visitor center. Have a nice ride.
Oh shit.
A vast ocean was home to an explosion of life. At the top of the food chain sat the Mosasaurus, apex predator of the deep. You are clear for entry.
Watch this. Look straight at the screens.
Keep an eye out for the Parasaurolophus, who likes to splash around in the water. You may even see our new baby Stegosaurus, one of the latest additions to our Jurassic World family. To some of Jurassic World's most powerful creatures.
We have a containment alert. We show multiple containment failures. Repeat, multiple systems failing.
Past the return point. Sir, Blue is out of containment.
Active containment units to Predator Cove. Repeat, ACU to Predator Cove. Code red.
Iron systems going down across the board.
Catch me in the kill response. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Claire here. Please remain calm. We have further containment and help is on the way. In the meantime, please.
This is where it gets good.
Owen Brady, the Indominus Rex escape. Please remain in the boat and stay calm. Asset control units are on their way. We have to find Blue now. Tracking multiple targets. We are at full containment failure.
More systems going down. Power failures in 8 and 9.
If it's cold you want, then cold yourself.
They all come together on Halloween night. Great winning pumpkins, their heads on the light. They all go a hunting at Halloween night. Halloween, Halloween.
I don't drink.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my god, stop your fucking lying.
So, the only reason why we only did so little was because we ran into a bit of an issue when we got to Holidays in Hell. So I guess Universal is implementing this new thing now when it comes to wheelchairs. Wheelchairs are not allowed, and I repeat, not allowed in the queue line. Why, I don't understand. Last year I was able to take my wheelchair into the queue line, the regular queue line, but now for some reason I am not allowed with my wheelchair in the queue line, and per Universal Studio personnel, it is dangerous for me. How is it dangerous for me if I'm in a chair? For me, it is a lot more dangerous to walk than it is for me to be in a wheelchair. So for me, it was a lot more comfortable being in that chair. But like I said, once we got to Holidays in Hell, you know, my brother's pushing me, everything's fine. So rewind back to when we rolled up on the maze. People there do not know how to do their job, and I say this because we rolled up, we passed one usher, and then once we got to the second usher was when they stopped us. And when we got to the first usher, he looks at me and he lets me through. And once we got to the second one, she's like,
do you have a pass?
and I'm like, no. She's like,
Well, you should have one.
and I'm like, well, they didn't tell me anything up in the front. And she's like,
Well, they should have.
I'm like, but I'm with them. You know, why do I need a pass? And she's like,
Because you cannot be...
And this is where she hits me with the wheelchair crack. And she says,
Well, the wheelchair can't be in the line.
and this is when I'm already halfway in the line, And this guy, this guy, I don't know who he was. I don't know if he was security or if he's the guy that mans these people in for the maze lines. But he's like,
Sir, you cannot be here.
fuck, I can't be here. What are you talking about? And he said it again. He's like,
Yeah, the wheelchair can't be here. You would have to go to the front of the line and wait for your party separately.
and that's when my dad jumped in. And when my dad jumped in, it did not go well for him. We almost got kicked out. My dad started throwing a bunch of disability laws on him. Point of the story, this guy did not know what else to say because he was just surprised that my dad went completely, and when I mean completely, people were looking at us like we was crazy. But the thing is that it's ridiculous to do something like that. Like, nothing was blocking my way. I was not in the way of anything. I was not in the way of anyone. Everything was going perfectly fine. And this happened at every damn maze. But this guy in particular wanted to give us a hard time. Only because said so. Which to me doesn't make any damn sense. So, be prepared for every maze to give you a hard time. Because you want to know how long I waited at Ghostbusters? 2 hours. 2 hours by myself. When the point of going to Horror Nights was to be with my friends, to be with the people I went with. But that wasn't the case. They wanted me to sit by myself at the front of the line, which is no problem. I mean, essentially I'm cutting everybody off. But the fact that they made me feel, I don't know, in a way alienated from everybody else only because my wheelchair was in the way, it's kind of discriminating. So I don't think I'm ever going back to Horror Nights again. I think I'm just going to start going to Knott's. Even though the mazes there aren't as great as Horror Nights, but at least, or hope, I'll be treated better or more with respect, because essentially I felt disrespected. Thank you for watching. Make sure to go like, comment something if you thought what they did to me was unfair, and make sure to go subscribe and turn on those post notifications, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.